Hola! How is everyone? Welcome to another episode of CAV HQ Live. All right, so we're grinding away on our Desert City. I got all the buildings painted as far as their base colors. So tonight, that's what I'm working on. I'm working on these. And I think my camera's moved. A second here. We can move that back a little bit so that you're seeing where I'm working at. Okay. That'll be a little easier now. Since I'm painting really small stuff, I can't get too far away from it because I can't see. So now I'm just kind of going in and painting some of the little details, just so that it's not so monotone brown. And I'm using, this is a Reaper paint, tarnished steel. They did this armor thing set, and I really have liked it. But it's got some silvers and grays and or dark kind of steel colors. So that's what I'm kind of using right now to put down on top of my anything that I think is metal. Including my doors. So anyway, so that's what we're working on tonight. Just chatting away, and the show Little Wars is next week. We will be leaving next Thursday for that show because it's a 3-day show. So my plan is next Wednesday to have the board all set up and be able to show everybody. So you have that to look forward to. Also, let's see. So that's what I'm going to work on right now. I'm not trying to be, I'm trying to be as careful as I can, but, you know, when these little things like this and so many of them, it doesn't need to be, we're not going after competition level paint here. Like I could do it anyway, but. So I have to cheat and put the mic back up here. Hopefully you can hear me all right. Okay. So, according to my sound bar, I'm putting out good sound. So hopefully, if you're here, you can hear me. Oh, it's hell getting old. I concentrate too hard to paint. It's just like I said, I'm just trying to change up the colors a little bit so they're not so all brown. Is my thought process on here. I'm going to paint these like this, and I've got a lighter color. I'm going to do a little quick dry brush on after they're set. Just to bring out the corners a little bit. But I'm really happy how these are turning out so far. Yes, I know they're a little Tatooine looking, but you know, they've kind of spoiled the desert motif for sci-fi. And I'm okay with it. Who's to say that these people haven't watched Star Wars? They thought, those were really cool desert buildings. That's why we should build our town. Look just like that. All right, here. All right, Dynamite. Everybody's quiet tonight. They're so intrigued by my desert buildings. I'm really looking forward to this show. We haven't played a game for a while at a show. So this will be fun. Like I said, we're running it Friday and Saturday night, both nights, 7 o'clock. Let's see. Got some more over here. They had a couple of door issues. So hopefully nobody will look too close and go, hey, why does those doors look different than all the rest of them? Well, kind of messed up. But I doubt anybody will look that close. So that's the reason I wasn't worrying about it. Got any door Nazis out there, then they just have to deal with it. It was real important for me too for this board to look really good, especially at Little Wars. Being the historical conventions have the best terrain for boards. So you don't want to show up and look like a sloth. Cardboard Battletech mats don't cut it. little pieces on there. Some of these got way too much crap on them. Yeah, see, here's one with a really wide door. This one got stretched. And I didn't realize it till they were after they were painted. I'm gonna come back to, they've got little control panels next to them. I'm gonna put some little reds or something, little greens on those to luckily, a lot of these don't have anything on them like that, so these will end up, I've still got to paint the turrets for these. So. Eyes are trying to cross on me here. That sucks. Oh, I know I'm missing spots. It's just the story of my life. But hopefully they won't be too noticeable. Maybe as I go back over them and I'll catch them. All right. Hi there, Elmer. How are you? Well, good. It's better than doing bad. Right. Work our way around here. Sure what these are supposed to be here, but we're just going to go ahead and paint them anyway. They kind of look like they got pipes running up to them. Our door here. It is. I'm real happy with it. Like I said, I've got, these are all the main structures here for it. And then I'm finishing up the rest of the walls and the towers. My plan is to have it all set up for next Wednesday's show. Right, kind of go through and show everybody how it's supposed to be set up, that we'll be running the games for it. All right. I don't know how much action will end up taking place in the city, but hopefully we'll get some action in there. With the mercenary component of the humans, of the Terrans, starts inside the city. They're coming out of their bunker or whatever, their headquarters. So there may not be no fighting in the city, but there will definitely be stuff moving through it, at least for a while. All right, let's get some more paint on. All right, water here. All right, let's see what we can work here on this one now. So, all right, I think I got that pretty good. I got a kick out of a Kickstarter. Imagine that. So people, making 3D models. And doing Kickstarters on them is a big thing right now. So anyway, and a lot of them are dirt cheap. They're $5, $10, something like that to back usually. Second row. Well, got a little too out of bounds there. So anyway, and making 3D files and printing 3D files are two separate things. A lot of guys, they go on there, they make a cool thing on the screen, and then they put it out there, and then when the people download it, it ain't gonna print. It's got so many holes, it's so screwed up. You gotta spend a lot of time working on it to fix it. Just the nature of the beast. But I like to back, especially the terrain ones, because even if they're not printable, I can fix them. So, and I don't mind, for if I was paying $100 or something, it'd be a little different story, but. So anyway, so this Kickstarter that I backed, it just closed last week or so. So I looked at them, the pictures that the guy put up of the buildings and stuff like that, they're beautiful. They were supposed to be for 6mm. Obviously, he's trying to, try to go for Battletech or whatever. But I could just look at them and tell you they weren't right. He put so much detail into them that, especially at 6mm, you're never going to see. It shows up on the screen, but when you actually try to 3D print it, especially if you're not using a resin printer, it's just going to look like crap, like dog poop, big time. But like I said, it was a $5 Kickstarter. The buildings were cool. I knew I could go in there and fix them, clean them up a little bit, fix them for 10 millimeter scale and be cool. But the other people that have backed this Kickstarter are being unmerciful to this guy because they're trying to print this stuff and it won't print and won't fit on their printer. And I feel sorry for the guy. He's trying to make it right as best he can, but it's just amazing how mad people will get over $5. They'll live and learn. They'll be ready for the next Kickstarter. Hi there, Tiger Wraith. How you doing? Trying not to get blown away. Well, you guys having a storm tonight? I bet you guys are getting everything that went through here yesterday and the day before. Yeah. Yeah, with that cold front pushing down from the north, it's got weather all messed up again. I guess I saw somebody post on, I forget what it was I was reading, but they're up in like Winnipeg or whatever, and they're getting like 1 to 4 foot of snow. I'm like, crap. Yeah, screw snow. I'm done with snow. "40 inches. Wow. Well, it was a little cooler here today. This morning we got just a little bit of sleet. But it got back up into the 50s. So wind was blowing though. Our big problem this time of the year is prairie fires. So they're busy with those. Especially when the wind kicks up, it doesn't take nothing for it to start burning. Yeah, well, I think 40 inches will bring about anybody to stop. Oops, a little wet there. Thought that was just a 2 for coup. I don't get your code there. I thought that was just a call it for Tuesday. Who knows? All Greek to me, man. What you would get on here and bug me about that, wouldn't you, Colonel Kane? I'm not going to give you. I'm not trying to put any more dates on anything. There's so much stuff going on, but my plan is all our written stuff is going to be done this summer. I have really been knuckling down here, spending time writing. So I've got some help here at the shop now, and so hang in there. It's coming. Cool. I mean, it is really, really close. I mean, I know we've said that before, but I mean, for all purposes, it's done. The writing is done. There's some scenarios that need a little more tweaking. The problem is just getting to it and getting it all laid out and finished. So. Working through my buildings here. Tick tock, tick tock. I was really happy with this, how this turned out. I know I put that up on the deal. This is the main gate. I haven't done the dry brushing and stuff on it yet, but you can have it closed or opened. So I was really happy with how that turned out. I'm looking forward to getting it painted up. Let's see. So it's being a little trickier. We have to get a different brush for it. All right. So needless to say, my next 2 or 3 days between this and finishing up the drop ship is I am hobbying away, man. All right, here. Yeah, actually, when I come in this morning, I had the air conditioner on for the last 2 days and had to switch it back over to the heater today. Like that just sucks. Laser cutters have been busy today, or the last couple of days. We're cutting a bunch of drop ships. We sold all of our drop ship stock at Adepticon, which is a good thing. But we need more to take to the shows and have here on stock. So I think with this batch that is getting cut right now, once they're sold, that'll be over 100 drop ships that I've sold. So lots of drop ships. Some more tarnished steel up here. All right, what one was I painting on? Oh yeah, yeah. We've got 2 of them, and they we do some other stuff too that's not game related with them. So, as well. This brush tip is just about done for. They are, I've just got to get down and do them. They're done. I mean, everything's, I just haven't had time to run them. So. As always, not enough of me. I did decide the other day too, I'm going to put out a set of a 3D files for all the tokens as well. So if you do have a 3D printer, you'll be able to, if you want to have some that have some dimension to them, you'll be able to 3D print them as well. I'll also be putting a printable version up that you can download. So if you want to just print them out and mount them on cardboard, you can. But I thought the 3D ones would be kind of cool looking. See, Hugh, it's too bad you don't live closer anymore, huh? You could be here cracking the whip. Get that crap done, man. Yeah, well, 2 hours is better than 10. You can make it like a weekend thing. Oh, it's my weekend. I got to go up and crack the whip on CAV Boss. Spill there. Luckily, I have all my models already painted, but I do have to rebase them. So, but I've got the bases already done. So I'm just taking the old bases off and gluing them on new ones. I didn't think it'd look too cool for my, yeah. That's kind of a weird deal. But I didn't think that I wanted my figures to be on green grass bases running across my desert board. We'll never know the true story. I wish I could find clear hex bases. Well, that's the reason why we sell clear hex bases. Ah, I think there's some, I think Litco or one of them out there cut them out of acrylic. I know there's somebody out there that cuts acrylic, clear acrylic bases. May not be cheap, but they do them. Right here. Work our way around here on another one, the buildings that never stop. Luckily, these are the buildings. The rest of the stuff are the walls and the corners and stuff, and those are easy to do. Oh, 32 millimeter. Yeah, but I think if you ask them, they'll run them for you. If I had any clear acrylic, I'd run you some, but I don't have any clear acrylic. When it's so late already, I just keep painting, but it's been a long day. Get back on it tomorrow. Too bad my kids don't like to paint anymore. Well, folks, it looks like we're about to the end of the night. Trying to get this one wrapped up here. I'll get back on it tomorrow. Like I said, I will be here next Wednesday because we're not leaving till Thursday since it's a 3-day show. And I will have the board all set up in its glory so you can see what you're missing by not being at Little Wars. All right. That is the convention we're at next week. Little Wars. I need to get me some of that brush, what do they call it? Brush wax or whatever. Brush restore. Let's try to get this tip back on here. Masters Cleaner, yeah, it's something like that. There's 2 or 3 brands out there, but I need to get some. I keep meaning to try to, because I watched Squidmar one time was talking about using it, and he took some crapola brushes that were in bad shape and got them all back up and usable. So, made a believer out of me. By the way, if you are interested in fantasy figures, Reaper's got its Kickstarter 6, Bone 6 going. He's comparing paints right now. That seems to be the big thing. There's a lot of them that are doing paint comparisons. Everybody's got paint. There's only so many ways you can do paint. I don't care what anybody says. I know that I'm biased, but Reaper works for me. But I use some Vallejo stuff, and I've got some Army Painter stuff. So they ranked Reaper pretty high. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. It's always been good paint. I've always liked their paint. All right, folks. Well, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm ready to go home. We'll get back on it tomorrow, and I'll put some progress pictures up between now and next Wednesday, and then Wednesday I will have the board all set up and be ready to go. So I will see you then. Take care. Thanks for being here. Good night. John Boy. Oh, great. Good night, John Boy. All right, y'all take care. Be safe. Stay warm.